What's up, everybody? Welcome back. What's up, chat? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah. So, we're going to be talking about some things over here today. Do my makeup with me, though, because I'm looking kind of crazy. See how this turn out. We're going to see. Anyway, I hope all of y'all is well, in the best of spirits, living in y'all authentic truths, being authentically you. However you have to, do that. Should be authentically, though. I encourage everybody to live and speak in their truth. Anyway, that ain't what this video is about. This video is about what is titled, the value of it all. And when I mean everything, I mean all of it, okay? We have value here in this 3D matrix we live in called value, right? And it's basically, what is value? I don't know the definition by textbook, but I'm gonna tell y'all my definition of value. It's when you really prioritize something in your life to be meaningful and sacred and be basically worth everything to you. Okay? That's my definition of value. Anyway, everybody putting value on everything, okay? From the houses we live in, the cars we drive, to even us. Y'all heard me right? Even us. We are valuable or worthless to some. Okay? For example, talking about you, the people, or us, the people. Right? You could be valuable to people in your lives, meaning they cherish you, they honor you, they will do everything to protect you, right? You mean something to certain people in your life because you're valuable, right? Right. So, just like to somebody else that you don't know, don't fuck with, or not get along with, maybe they might look at you in a different way. And in that way, it's probably like worthless, meaning you're non-valuable to them. So I hope y'all getting what I'm shooting, right? So people have a value put on them. Okay, we talked about this with us being a currency and all of that, but I ain't gonna go too much into detail with that, but just know, value, everything has value. Everything is valued, whether it's, acknowledged or not. We, the people, put value on everything, and I do mean absolutely everything. We're going to be paying for the oxygen to breathe in a minute. Hopefully not, but I'm just saying. I need to do something about these eyebrows other than that. Like, Lord Jesus. I just made them look worse. Anyway. Saying all that to say this. We value certain things as well. Like I said, everything that put value on, from the cars, the houses we live in, the cars we drive, to the people, okay? Also with certain things in life, like our accessories, for example. Y'all know about the Pandora shit, right? This ain't that, okay? But this is valuable to me, okay? Why is it valuable to you, Kim? Okay, let me tell y'all why. Because my daughter made it. She makes jewelry, okay? And I'm gonna just share this with y'all, like, cause it ain't the Pandora bracelet. Y'all might be more familiar with that one. Of course, so on the legs, and you add your charms on. See, I got all mine at once when I got mine made. But anyway, let me tell y'all about them. Let's look at them. We have the elephant. We have the butterfly. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have, it says wish. We have the Tree of Life. We have my initials, keep it moving. No, I'm just playing, but for real. Kim right there. We have a horse next to that. Mind you, my daughter gave me this one, which really was a sign for me. And this is a horseshoe, another sign for me. And a lotus flower. Then we have the Tree of Life again. I got those twice. I didn't even know that. Then we have a cross on this one, which is a person on here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but to me it's Jesus, okay? It's Jesus, okay? Because the cross, and, you know, Jesus is always represented by that, and it looks like a cross on the back, so I'm just going to say that's Jesus, okay? And then we got the ladybug right here. And then we got the crown, okay, because I am the empress as well, okay? Big mama. And then we got the owl here. That talks about wisdom. And then we have another wish with a star in the middle engraved in it and some more shit, okay, say on there. But anyway, this is valuable to me because my daughter made it, so it's sacred to me. I can't get it wet unless, of course, I polish it because it's not really real, but it's valuable to me. It holds weight in my heart, it holds weight in my soul, and it represents me. It is me, okay? These little, what you call them again? Damn, charms, okay? They all represent me, okay? It's who I am. You can also find synchronicity behind not only the charms that you choose or other people choose for you, but your tattoos as well. Like, we have those, okay? We ain't gonna even get into all that, but like, even my tattoos are valuable to me. They're meaningful to me. They tell a story. They all are pretty much are here to cover up wounds and whatnot, but yeah, they all represent me as well, okay? Authentically me, okay? And you will notice that, like, with synchronicity and signs around you, in your home, the things you're interested in, what others give you as gifts, you will recognize and realize how it definitely matches you and your energy and your vibration and your life path and your sign, all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I hope that's making sense. But anyway, carrying on back to what the video is really about, things that we value. See, some people value those Pandora bracelets because they expensive, and, you know, each charm at different times is just like the thing to do sometimes, right? Until you fill them up or whatever. It's kind of fun and that, okay? Yeah. People value those just like I value this. It just means it's valued to me, not others, okay? Just like the Pandora bracelet. Some people into that, value jewelry like that, real gold, real silver, whatever, white gold, whatever colors, just valuing that. You know what I mean? You pay for gold. It's valuable, okay? I promise you. So with that being said, the value is put on everything and all of us, okay? And so I feel like it's important for us to know our value. First of all, start with self, okay? Always start with self, because it starts with you and it's going to end with you. I don't care what you say. You know, life is like I tell y'all all the time, a movie from beginning to end. You know what I mean? But it's the journey along the way that matters, okay? So get to know thyself, okay? So if you know you, can't nobody else tell you about you, okay? But of course, we still learning every day. Even the student becomes the teacher one day, but the teacher is always a student, I feel. You know what I mean? I will always consider myself still a student, okay? Because you learn something new every day, okay? and in every way and from everybody, okay? Even a child can teach you some shit, okay? So, yeah, that part. So, just know your value. Thank you. I don't really like it. I actually put on a little smaller top today, right? Because I kind of wanted it to sit my little boobs up. I don't have none, but anyway, they still keep falling and shit. So I'm kind of upset about the top that I chose today, but it matched the scar, so whatever. I'm having a bad hair day until I get my hair done. So yeah, y'all stay tuned for that because it's getting done soon. But anyway, I'm just representing my ancestors today. You know, it just feels like me a little bit today. Naturally me, no makeup, no nothing. Well, I just put this shit on, but y'all, I'm learning how to do makeup though, for real. I suck at it, but I'm gonna get better one day. I'm definitely gonna get better one day. Uh, a pimp named Slick. First of all, the name says it all, by the way. The name says it all. I'm not even gonna take offense to that. I'm just gonna laugh at your ass because that'll never happen, especially on this channel, okay? We are a healing channel. This is a spiritual channel first. But we always gonna be authentically ourselves over here. So with that being said, I'm not even mad at you for being thyself, okay? This is why we gotta be careful with the names even we choose for ourselves. Sometimes you give yourself away, okay? Just make sure you stay strapped doing all that, okay? Out here, out here. You heard me. But anyway, thank you. Thank you, Mint and Finn. I appreciate it. But yeah, a lot of times when I do myself up, I got pictures I be sharing with y'all and everything because I don't look like that all the time. I'm really comfortable, cool, down to earth. Hey, I'm an earth sign, I'm a Capricorn, you feel me? So yeah, I have my moments though where I know how to do, what they call it, sophisticated and sexy. But anyway, back to the value. Know your worth. How you treat you and how you feel about yourself and how you value yourself is how others gonna treat you. Okay, what you put up with will continue. So just keep that in mind. Like, we are basically teaching others how to treat us. And me, I'm the type of person, I know energy. I know things are constantly changing. Energy constantly changes. So people, when they switch up, that's not something that they probably purposely do. It's just what it is. Like, with time comes change. You feel me? So with that being said, you never know people. You know what I mean? And shit, I feel like people that knew me yesterday don't know me the same today. But anyway, everything changed. So yeah. Even our values change and things we value change. What you put your value in changes as well over time or whatever. So it's just important to know what you value in life and, have values, have morals. You feel me? Anyway, let me stop reading these comments. But yeah, because you're throwing me off. I rebuke that spirit. Okay? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Everything spiritual first. But anyway, people, they value different things and they look at different things like they're valuable in different ways. Like, one person might value you, another person might not. You feel me? That's where they get the one man's trash is another man's treasure, or one man, same shit. But that's where they get that from. You feel me? Because it's all on who you dealing with. So of course, not only will you be conscious of, the things and the people in which you value and be around and put your value in, but vice versa, and with who you communing with and being around and spending your time with as well, because energy is that contagious, right? And people can kill a vibe, you feel me? So yeah, like, use your own discernment with that though. It's life. Every day, y'all already know there's things we go through and people we encounter and different energy that you're dealing with. But back to the valuing of things, right? like gold is valued, silver is valued, but it's valued at different, cost or whatever. It's like gold is probably looked at as being more valuable than silver, you feel me? But it's all equally valuable to somebody, you feel me? And yeah, like people, I noticed back in the days used to be, like, I'm that old, but people from back in the days used to be more into like a lot of gold jewelry versus the celebrities now. Like you can, like, these are all facts. Like, look at Flavor Flav with the big ass clock, the golden clock and shit, and Run DMC and them type of rappers. The first ones, the original OG ones. You feel me? They was into all that flashy, what they called valuable stuff, okay? Material stuff. It's also usually material, okay? But everything that's valuable is not material, because it's some shit that's, you can't put a price on. Like, I feel the people, us, you feel me? Priceless, even though they trading our ass and using us, we the true currency, okay? I can't get that out of my mind. It fucks with me. It bothers me. But anyway, let me stick to the subject, because I was just about to get mad. But I ain't gonna get mad, okay? So yeah, like, gold and silver, I'm not just talking about that, though, and material things. I'm talking about us, the people, you feel me? I'm talking about you, your soul, your spirit, your children, if you have children, you know what I mean? Or your future children. Like, you gotta really know what you value, because believe it or not, people don't know, you know what I mean? And these are the things that, you will protect with your life, you know what I mean? I value my work, for example. Hey, it's me where I get to be me, you feel me, authentically. And yeah, it might not give me all the views in the world. It might not get a lot of people to like me, but who gives a fuck? You feel me? But it gets me real, genuine, authentic people, which is my point any fucking way. You know what I mean? Be yourself over here. It's a safe space. You feel me? I love that. I guess that comes from me being in a world where it always felt unsafe. You feel me? So yeah, again, some people might value them things, them pews. You feel me? People be into different things. I'm just saying, what's valuable to you? That's what I want you to ask yourself today. And know your worth. I challenge you. If you don't know, like, write it down. It's okay if you don't know. Like, some people need to see shit on paper. They need to, visually see it to know. You feel me? So write it down. Like, make a list of what you value and what you're grateful for. You feel me? And I'm going through the most shit right now, but I'm still grateful to be alive. My nephew died, and he left these lyrics. He was a rapper, right? He left these lyrics in a song, and it stuck with me. He said, every day is a blessing, and that just stuck with me because it's true. Like, and he was going through the most, and he died. Like, but he said, every day, is truly a blessing. Basically, he said some more shit in the song. I can't even remember right now, but that's what sticks out to me, and I always come back to, and it just reminds me that every day is truly a blessing. Like, no matter what you're going through, what the situation is, you feel me? It is all on your perception a lot, but at the same time, your thoughts, because thoughts become things. We really living in a material world where we can think some shit and then materialize. Did I say that right? No, I didn't. Materialize, or whatever the fuck. Y'all get what I'm trying to say, right? Yeah, that part. So, yeah. And I just went blank. But anyway, yeah, know what you value, know what's valuable to you, because I really feel like we're in a time where you're gonna need to know that. You know what I mean? People was moving so crazy. It's just like, and it's like, literally, I'm seeing in my mind's eye right now, like, I see shapeshifters over here, I see robots over here, I see just like what you call them, time travelers over here. Like, yeah, literally, that's what I'm seeing. In this, I'm seeing this in the vision where they all in the same space or place, but they busy doing different things. Like, this is the world we about to live in, like, literally. Um, Actually, we already living in it, if I'm being honest. Really. You feel me? And people are so preoccupied with stressing about different things. You know, that's why again, know what you value, what you should prioritize. You feel me? Know what you should be focused on. You know, because we live in a world where they just putting a bunch of gibberish, is what I call it, out here, like diversions and illusions, having people delusional. Like, we ain't doing that over here. You feel me? We is not doing that. We gonna live in the real reality, even if the reality looks fucked up, because it is. You feel me? It ain't all glory, hallelujah. You feel me? We gonna live in reality, the real reality, like not that fake shit. You feel me? We really gonna live in the reality over here, okay? Because this is where we at. Like, so many people trying to escape this reality, even. Like, where it's not no escaping the matrix. You born into this shit, you gonna die in this shit. You feel me? Unfortunately. But while you here, you put God first, and you here to do a job. We all got a path, you feel me? Find out what yours is. Do you value that path? Okay? Because I do, says, you know, the universe, because that's why I'm here, duh. Like, you know, and this path is personal. It's not just for y'all. It's not just about the public. You feel me? I'm being made to do this because this is my karma, if I'm being honest. But I appreciate the shit. I'm learning along the way. I'm glad God chose me for it as well, even though I'm doing what people don't want to do. I'm doing what nobody wants to do, actually. I'm going through the most, being called the worst names in the book, you know, all that, doing what I do. But at the same time, I'm healing people, I'm helping people, I'm changing lives, I'm inspiring people, I'm being real with people. I'm really there to hear and talk to people. Like, you know how we search for us in other people? Like, I'm that for myself. Sometimes I watch my own fucking videos. You know, I really don't like to, though, because it's annoying when you hear yourself back and you see yourself again and shit. You always feel like, damn, I could have did that different. Or, damn, why I ain't cover that up and all that. I quit worrying about all that shit. Fuck. That's my background. Fuck it. You know what I mean? We in the bathroom. Like, probably one of the first tarot readers that did a reading in the bathroom. But anyway, this ain't a reading. I mean, unless you count the clairvoyant shit and, you know, what you know, the downloads that I get or whatever, the information shared. But anyway, yeah, I wanted a safe space. You know, that's what I looked for, and I chose, you know, I felt like I needed when I first got on this journey. I looked for a person like that. I chose to be like, look, if I'm going to do this, you know, because it took a lot for me to do this. I'm going to do it being my authentic self, and I'm going to do it with nothing but the realest. You feel me? So I look and I seek and I come across nothing but that. You feel me? Like, people that's not gonna blow smoke up your ass, and like I said, everything is glory, hallelujah. Like, no, this ain't that. Like, I come across people that give it to you real, raw, uncut. I don't know, God just designed me that way. So, you know, I'm aware, though, I'm not for everybody, and that's okay. You know what I mean? I respect and value that, you know, when it comes to other people. You know, what else can I do? Like, one thing about it, and two things for sure, is we born in this bitch by ourselves. We gonna leave this bitch by ourselves. But while we here, we supposed to connect. I don't care what nobody say. And that's why, you know, it ain't just from what they say, the Fat Alberts or whatever. This was a childhood cartoon I grew up watching, for all y'all who don't know. But shit, it wasn't just for them, but it was for all of us. Like, we don't die, we fucking multiply, right? We really do, literally. And while you're here, you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to socialize. You're supposed to, like, put yourself out there, experiment, I guess, since I was about to say that word. I wasn't about to say that, though. I was trying to say experience, but experiment came, and of course we all know they fucking doing that, right? So, hey, channeled, bitch, that's how you know I channel shit, and shit just come out. But anyway, yeah, so saying all that to say this, know what they say, choose and pick your battles wisely. know what you value and know what's valuable to you. Because this shit change. You know what I mean? Things change, times change, people change. So again, what I valued yesterday, I don't probably value that today. You feel me? I come from a time where I used to value getting cute, dressing up, like I said, sophisticated, sexy, you know what I mean? Throwing my heels on, going out, you know, after work or whatever, having a drink. I used to value that shit. You know what I mean? Until I found out alcohol is spirits. And I used to wonder why the fuck I didn't ever remember shit, and why the fuck I always like, it wasn't me, motherfucker. Like, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But anyway, y'all, yeah, I don't value that shit no more, though. I thought that shit was cute. And, you know what they say, you young, dumb, full of cum. I literally was. Like, you know what I mean? But I matured now. I done, guess I done had my Saturn return or whatnot. You know what I mean? I'm just, I'm thankful for that, because growth and evolution have taken place. I know I've been changed. You feel me? That song, they made it for me. I know I've been changed. You see that? No. See, I can't hit that note. I can't hit that note. Y'all thought I was about to hit that note. No. No. But anyway. But for real, y'all, I've been changed. Like, and I'm not ashamed of who I was, because it made me who I am today. I've been through a lot of shit. I had to learn a lot. I mean, I've sat in the darkest of places. I've been at the lowest of places. Like, but God put me there so that He can raise me up and make an example out of me and show the world. You feel me? And yeah, He also, like, I done had people come at me like, oh, so you bring God and the devil with tarot and what I'm doing, right? People didn't ask me that. And I don't even know how to answer that, but duh, of course. You feel me? If God could go into churches and heal people, He can go in the darkest of the darkest places. You feel me? The most forbidden places and heal people. You feel me? Duh. That's what the fuck I do. You feel me? And on top of that, like, you would have had to go through the darkness to know darkness, right? To come to the light, to know the light. You feel me? Because everything must change, right? So, yeah. I don't care what space or place you in. If it's dark, you're not going to stay there. If it's light, you're not going to stay there either. You feel me? Because we're going to fluctuate. Energy changes. It vibrates. It always moves. You feel me? Your ass always moving. Yeah. Just like my mouth. Yeah, that part. I'm just saying. You feel me? Everything always moving. Right now, the cells in your body is moving. Them bitches is vibrating. You feel me? So yeah. With that being said, that gives me peace. So I know what the Bible say. You may weep at night, but joy comes in the morning. I know that no matter what you're going through, it gotta change. No matter what situation you in, it gotta change. But sometimes God puts you in those situations, right? So you can reflect on what you value. So you can know what's important to you. So you can know what to prioritize. So you can know your fucking worth. You know what I mean? You can see and know how it affects others around you. Because what? Anybody you come in contact with, that exchange of energy, it's going to affect them some type of way. That's just like dropping a drop of water into an ocean. It's going to have a ripple effect. See? Just like that. You know what I mean? It's going to have a ripple effect. And it's going to affect the whole lake or ocean. You feel me? In some type of way. It's going to move that bitch. You feel me? And that's how we are as people. You know, so sometimes God got to put us in these places, these spaces, dark or light, you know, so we can grow, evolve. Give me a second, I'm almost done. So we can grow, evolve, or, you know, just to look at some shit, to reflect on some shit, to think about some shit, to humble yourself. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, to kill that ego. You going through an ego death. You'll be alright. You ain't crazy. You'll be alright. You know what I mean? When you being repaid that karma, because we all got it. You know what I mean? We all experience it. We all go through it. Ain't nobody extinct. Okay? So yeah, to clear that debt or whatever. You feel me? God put us there for a reason, okay? So I challenge you to write down, what do you value? You know, and first and foremost, do you value something spiritually? Because if not, then why the fuck are you here? You know, I respect anything anybody believe in, and I even respect somebody who don't believe, because I know and I come from a place where I understand people of all walks of life, you know, and I don't knock nobody for how they feel or what they do, because I never know what that person has been through, and I know we don't know I've been through some shit, right? So to each his own is how I always feel, but at the same time, it makes me wonder, like, what made that person feel like that? So if y'all want to share that with us too, comment below. If you want to share your story or whatever, feel free to do so. Like I said, this is a safe space. We're going to keep it cute. And we're going to send love, and we're going to send inspiration and peace and miracles and everything else out there to the right people that they need to reach, okay? Everybody to watch this video. And that's all I wanted to say, y'all. I ain't want to keep y'all long. I just wanted to get on here. And I know y'all miss me. I missed y'all. I don't have my cards with me right now, y'all. But I might get on here and do an intuitive, cognitive is what I'm hearing. Clairvoyant reading. Maybe sometimes I get cards that way. So, yeah, we'll do that until I go back and get my cards. But still kind of moving. So I'm not finished doing what I got to do to be able to fully sit down and set up a new space and place for that or whatever. But wow, yeah, gotta go, y'all. I love y'all though. Until the next one, peace.